Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back. It's Travis here with JT Wealth. In today's video, we're going to talk about why it's not too late to invest in crypto and a lot more crypto related news. So let's get into it. Alright, welcome back guys. Thanks for checking out today's video. I want to apologize for my absence the last week. Sometimes life happens, and in this instance, we lost my grandfather last week, so I was out of state for that purpose, and I'm back with you guys now, but I appreciate you being patient with me over the last week. And like I said in the intro, today's video is about why it's not too late to be investing in crypto. And we're going to touch on that straight away once we kickstart the video. But there's other stuff we're going to be talking about that is also crypto related. Like most of you, I'm going to be watching the Super Bowl, and it is being referred to as the Crypto Bowl because you're going to be seeing a whole lot of crypto related advertisements in this year's Super Bowl. On top of that, Google has finally jumped on the crypto bandwagon as of January 27th, I believe. So that is a huge step for them. They aren't exactly ahead of the times. A lot of companies are far ahead of them as far as when they started getting involved in blockchain. But at least they're finally making that step. And lastly, we're also going to talk about how the recent significant drop in crypto prices has not deterred the avid crypto investor. People are still holding on to their crypto and investing more through that dip. Those who believe in crypto have not lost confidence. Okay, now right before we jump into the main point of today's video, this is just a quick reminder that today's video is brought to you and sponsored by Crypto.com. And Crypto.com is still the world's fastest growing crypto app, and you can join the Crypto.com community using the link you see on my screen right there. It's going to be in the description section down below. I'll also leave a pinned comment with it. If you use that affiliate link, you'll get $25 free just for signing up and funding your account. All right, but we'll talk more about Crypto.com later. As of right now when I'm filming this, Bitcoin is over $44,240 and Ethereum is over $3,120. So we're seeing some pullback from the highs that we had earlier this morning, but nonetheless, these are significantly higher than where they were a week ago. For example, Bitcoin was trading around $38,000 only 1 week ago on February 1st. Which leads me to the main point again of today's video, an article pushed out speaking with regards to Wells Fargo and their view that it is not too late to be invested in crypto, and I happen to agree. Here's the article. It came out of Business Insider, and it says it's not too late to invest in crypto because adoption could only now be nearing a hyper inflection point, and that's according to Wells Fargo. Some of the main points of the article are that cryptocurrencies are poised for an adoption hyper inflection point soon, according to the Wells Fargo analyst on Monday. And you are not too late to invest in crypto because it's still in the early days for this asset class. And performance figures of cryptocurrencies are skewed because prices have risen from virtually zero. The article goes on to basically say that investors who fear they may have missed the crypto boom or are too late to invest are just wrong. In a note published Monday, the bank's global investment strategy team said cryptocurrencies might be hitting an adoption inflection point, much like the internet did in the mid to late 1990s. That means the bank expects a pronounced expansion in the pace of global crypto adoption. Currently, only 221 million people in the world use cryptocurrencies. Now that is according to the data collected off of Crypto.com, and that equates to roughly 3% of the global population. 2021 was an especially notable year for the space, with crypto users doubling in just 4 months between February to May, from 200 or up to 203 million from 106 million. So that's a huge jump. But even given a significant jump like that and knowing how fast it can move, we're still only at 3% of the global population actively being invested in cryptocurrencies as a whole. So there's a massive amount of room for growth in the crypto space. Wells Fargo said it acknowledges the too late to invest argument, but doesn't subscribe to it. Instead, the bank said it places itself in the early but not too early bucket based on swelling global crypto adoption rates. Quote, if this trend continues, cryptocurrencies could soon exit the early adoption phase and enter an inflection point of hyper adoption, similar to other technologies. There is a point where adoption rates begin to rise and do not look back. precise numbers aside, there is no doubt that global cryptocurrency adoption is rising and could soon hit that hyperinflection point. So I think there's good points to be made there, and it's just, if you think you're too late, well, you're in the 97% of people who have not yet gotten involved in cryptocurrencies. And if you're watching this video, you're ahead of most people out there. Still, only 3% are involved, and if that includes you, you're way ahead of your peers or the peer group you're gonna have in maybe 10 years. Okay, and on to how Google is finally making inroads into the crypto ecosystem. Google's boss Sundar Pichai confirmed last week that the company is exploring the crypto and blockchain potential, as Alphabet, or Google's parent company, announced its results with a record surge in advertising revenue, pushing the market cap to $2 trillion. He said, "We are definitely looking at blockchain. It's such an interesting and powerful technology with broad applications." This announcement weighed in on how Google could add value to existing Web3 innovations, saying that blockchain solutions are something we want to support the best we can. Now, Google plans to allow blockchain-based businesses to utilize their cloud computing services. They are also seeking to incorporate NFTs on their web platforms and are even contemplating cryptocurrency payments. Now, the tech giant is finally following in the footsteps of other huge Silicon Valley companies that have already started to make this jump into the crypto space. But with its slow initiative in seeing the potential of blockchain technology, Google does not have the first mover advantage. In 2018, Google's co-founder Sergey Brin took to the stage at a tech conference in Morocco and admitted his company had failed to be on the bleeding edge of the blockchain revolution. Now, some major players out there that are way ahead of Google include Microsoft, IBM, Facebook, Goldman Sachs, and Amazon. Okay, now on to how this cryptocurrency price plunge has not affected cryptocurrency investors' confidence. And that is basically this article that was pushed out on Yahoo Finance with a similar name, according to Coinbase's CFO, Alicia Haas. And I could be mispronouncing that name, forgive me if I am. But the enthusiasm on all things crypto remains high amongst various types of investors, despite the prices across the board mostly being well off of their record highs. Haas was quoted saying, "I don't think we've seen any change in interest in the overall crypto space. Crypto people in general are very long-term focused and are thinking about how this technology changes the way that we interact with financial assets, how this technology changes, like the future of the web and innovation." Now, despite the promise of Bitcoin, the benchmark crypto has been swept up into the broader risk-off environment that has gripped risky assets in the tech space this year. As you can see here, the Bitcoin price hit their record high back on November 9th at around $69,000 and have since dropped 38% to where it's sitting today, around that $43,000, $44,000 mark. Prices hit as low as $35,000 in late January as the broader market had tanked significantly based on interest rate hike fears. Alright guys, like I mentioned in the beginning, today's video is brought to you and sponsored by Crypto.com, the world's fastest growing crypto app. They have over 10 million users buying and selling over 90 cryptocurrencies at true cost 24 hours a day. And you can get on there and spend with the Crypto.com Visa card to get up to 8% back on your purchases. Or grow your portfolio by earning up to 14% interest on your crypto assets. And of course, not to be left behind, Crypto.com was one of the first to include NFTs in their platform. So if you're new to NFTs or an old-time person excited about NFTs and looking for a new platform to run them on, Crypto.com has that available to you. So don't forget to check out Crypto.com after this video. You can use the link you're looking at right now and get that $25 free just for signing up and funding your account. All right, guys, we're almost through this. We're going to touch real quickly on the crypto Super Bowl, and that's it, I promise. So this is a CoinDesk article that came out this morning. It said, ads of the Crypto Bowl. One of the consequences of crypto's explosive growth through 2021 was the parallel boom in its marketing, and that has finally found its way to the biggest marketing campaign in the US, the Super Bowl. Crypto really does just feel inescapable this year, and it's not only for writers at the cryptocurrency websites or YouTubers like me. It only makes sense that crypto would make its way to this year's Super Bowl, which even now, as more and more people turn away from the traditional TV broadcasts, remains one of the most visible advertising platforms in the world, Last year, 91 million people watched the Super Bowl. Even the Super Bowl venue is repping crypto this year. It's being done at the SoFi Stadium, named for a personal finance company and loan platform that has been pushing digital money since before it was even trendy. And while FTX, Crypto.com, and Binance are the major confirmed candidates for crypto Super Bowl ads, don't be shocked if you see other fintech companies joining in on this crusade. Now, if we step back from this for just a second and consider some of the ramifications of advertising for crypto on the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the biggest gambling events in the world, which means you're taking a risky asset and advertising it to people who really love gambling. So that might be a wonderful move on their part. I don't know. I am personally a believer in cryptocurrencies. My number one is Ethereum, so I don't worry about these companies advertising at all. Where they choose to put their marketing money, vice R&D, when everything you do is so research and development app based on the blockchain, I don't know. If they've got plenty of money and that's how they want to utilize it, fine. If it brings in the users and we can grow that 3% to 30%, I'm all for it. That's a fantastic way to push a fantastic product. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, found some value in it, learned something new. And if you did, do me a favor, smash that like button for me, consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, bottoms up.